Let me take an opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to Heritage Institute of Technology for providing us with this excellent platform to organize the Zonal Stimulus Final East Zone. Our association with Heritage began in 2024 with the signing of an MOU to establish a center of excellence. Since then, our partnership has grown stronger, driven by collaboration, innovation, and shared commitment to nurturing future engineering talent. As Heritage celebrates its 25th year, we are proud to celebrate this journey together and look forward to many more milestones ahead. To give you a glimpse of this wonderful association, I would now like to invite everyone to watch a short AV that captures the milestones and achievements of our partnership with Heritage Institute of Technology. Can I have the AV, please? Ladies and gentlemen, champions aren't made by answers alone. They are made by the courage to think, learn, and challenge themselves with every questions. With this inspiring thought, let's get started for this thrilling event. Yes, dreams do come true when we see it with open eyes and work towards it with grit and rigor. This isn't just a quiz. It's celebration of ideas, innovations, and the brilliant mind who are shaping the future. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we don't start an event without inviting anyone for lamp lighting. So this is an auspicious time and the event is very auspicious to us all. That's why we should start it with a beautiful lamp lighting. And for that, I would like to invite on stage all the dignitaries. Professor Bashop Choudhury, Principal, Heritage Institute of Technology. I invite you to the stage with a very big round of applause. With a very big round of applause, please invite him to the stage. Dr. Sharmila Sahu, HOD, Civil Engineer. Kuntol Chatterjee, Mr. Kuntol Chatterjee, GM Projects. Mr. Arvind Srivastav, Joint Register. Colonel Amitavo Ghosh Tostidar. Professor Dr. Saroj Mandal, Jadavpur University, Department of Civil Engineering. Engineer Rahul Goyal, National Technical Head, Ultratech. Engineer Shattoki Shorkar, Dean, Ultratech, Technical Academy. Engineer Shubhajit Bose, Zonal Technical Head, Ultratech, East A Zone. Engineer Pradip Kumar Jha, Zonal Technical Head, Ultratech, East B Zone. Mr. Hemant Jain, Head Business Development and Influencer Management, Ultratech. Mr. Samrat Sengupta, Zonal Brand Building Head, Ultratech East Zone. Mr. Sonia Goel, Zonal HR Head, Ultratech East Zone. A big round of applause for them. And now we start the lamp lighting. Also Pooja ma'am and Dr. Shubhashankar Chaudhary. Thank you to all our dignitaries. May this light continue to guide our journey today and beyond. A big round of applause for all of them, please. And right now for the felicitation procedure. It's my privilege to introduce our respected principal, Professor Dr. Bashop Choudhury, PhD Tech. Professor Choudhury is an eminent academician, researcher, administrator, and an acclaimed motivational speaker with more than 3 decades of experience in teaching and academic administration. He has served as Vice Chancellor of West Bengal State University for over 5 years and as the registrar of the University of Calcutta for more than 7 years. He became a professor in 2006 and has held several important academic administrative positions in the university system. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's put a big round of applause for Professor Dr. Bashop Choudhury. I would invite him on the stage. Let's have another big round of applause for him.
Friends, good morning to all of you. My job is very simple, is to welcome very distinguished engineers, professors, and guests to this institution, and the students from outside the state who are taking part in this particular quiz, stimulus, being organized by Ultratech. And all of you know the quality of the company Ultratech is. I always say that the share price of Ultratech never comes down, and if it had come down, I could have taken a few. So we are very pleased, and on behalf of the institute and on my personal behalf, I welcome all of you. There are quite a few engineers from Ultratech and also the Academy of Ultratech, and I am very pleased to see this. You know, when we went for engineering courses, the first question that used to come to our mind is, how does an engineer look like? You know, the engineer has a typical appearance, typical attitude to solve a problem, and typical way of doing things. A lawyer has something else, a doctor has something else, an engineer is something else. Now, those who are studying engineering in many institutions in the country, they do not see how an engineer should look like, how an engineer should behave, what kind of ethics an engineer should have, what kind of way of life an engineer should follow. An engineer never takes rest until a problem that is given to him is solved. In this country, sadly, the two words which are used without really thinking is, one is professionalism. Everyone thinks that by being very smart one becomes professional, which I do not believe. If you want to be a professional, you must be following the ground reality and be like an ant which knows how to crawl along. And the other is management. Management is something people think that, you know, by being smart you can be a very good manager. No. A manager sticks to certain things. A manager believes in certain points of view, and a manager solves a problem. Without solving a problem, nowadays what really happens is, by talking about professionalism and by talking about management, people try to make a lot of money. And that is not the purpose of professionalism. That is not the purpose of management. What is professionalism? By crawling like an ant, solving a problem. Until the problem is solved, you are not a professional. You solve a problem, go for the next problem. And by solving problems, you create a problem solution oriented personality. And that is an engineer. That's how a manager becomes. You Just do not become, dress up like a manager with a tie and all, move with a lot of air and think that, you have become a manager. No, in my dictionary, he is not a manager. A manager will go, and I always talk about United States. People say the best manager will be he who will say, I am your servant, tell me what I can do for you. I am at your beck and call. Tell me what I can do for you. That is manager, right? And that is what we want from all of you, right? Let me tell you one or two points. One is, if you are the smartest person in a room, the room is not meant for you. If you are the smartest person in a room, you are not, that room is not meant for you. তুমি যদি একটা ঘরে সবচেয়ে স্মার্ট লোক হও, সেই ঘরে তোমার থাকা উচিত নয়, বিকজ ইউ আর নট লার্নিং এনিথিং দেয়ার। দ্যাট ইজ নাম্বার ওয়ান। Number two, let me tell you about Heisenberg uncertainty principle. And Heisenberg said something very interesting. Very few people know how much they should know in order to know that they know little. Do you try to understand the point? Very few people know how much he should know in order to know how little he knows. That means your knowledge should be so high that at that level you will feel that this is a human life and I could not make anything out of it because I did not know anything. Heisenberg could see electrons. Heisenberg could understand how electrons move. And he said that no two electrons in, you cannot find out the momentum and position of the electron at the same time. Heisenberg is of that type. So the point, dear friends, is very simple. Do not be very smart, or do not look very smart. Be smart, but do not look very smart. There is no point. There is no point. At the end of the day, you will find that by looking very smart, by behaving very smart, you do not reach anywhere. Be a person of ethics and integrity. Under no circumstances give, sacrifice your ethics and integrity. Under no circumstances. You will come out successful at some point of time or not. Sometimes you will die, your success will nosedive. You will fail. I have failed. It is said that I became a vice chancellor. Yes. The same government that that made vice chancellor did not renew my term as vice chancellor, although I did everything because I suspended all the corrupt officials against all odds. Against all odds. Chair is not important, my dear friend. Position is not important, my dear friend. What is important is your ethics, your personality. And that stands. So, dear friend, my request is this. I am already old. I do not have any future in the sense that, only to one future I always try to crave for, and that is my good health. Yes, that is the only thing. Health is wealth. It is indeed true, health is wealth. I always pray for my good health. And I am telling you one thing. Be honest, be sincere, start civil engineering even with low pay, but become a man of ethics, be a professional, crawl like an ant, and I tell you, someday you will reach the sky, you will do very well, and you will feel that I have done something really good. I tell you, when you give certificate to yourself, that is the best day for you. When you give certificate to yourself, none other, no one else, you feel good about it. At the end of the day, at night when you are going to bed, you feel that the day has been spent very nicely. Very nice. I have got my good feeling, and that's what is important. Thank you very much. I pay my respect to all the engineers of Ultratech. We are very happy that we have got a collaboration going, and this collaboration should be stronger and stronger. I also want the engineers to come to Heritage and to teach us. We want to be taught by, because 3D printing and all these things, the new technology, the way things are happening, it is something great, spectacular that is happening, and we want to learn from the engineers. We want to really learn from the engineers, not that in the classroom only by doing the old problems we can be engineers. Engineers are doing great jobs. So the point is, civil engineers, mechanical engineers, chemical engineers, AI engineers, they are doing great jobs. So my respect to all the engineers who have come over here. my respect to all the students. I always say respect to all the students, because if the humanity has to progress, it is because of you. It is not because of me. If the humanity has to progress, it has to progress because of all of you. So dear friends, I wish you all well. You do very well. Make me proud. And to quote Milton, I shine in your glory. I want to shine in your glory. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and all the very best to you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really brightful indeed in this morning to hear, sir. It's amazing and delightful. Thank you so much. Okay, so next we are going towards the felicitation. And for the felicitation procedure, I would like to call upon stage Mr. Vishwa Bhushan Boral. And he would be giving away the felicitation to Professor Dr. Saroj Mondal. It is Jore Hatali. Thank you so much. Professor Dr. Saroj Mondal. Thank you so much, sir. You are amazingly valuable to us. Next, I would like to call upon stage Mr. Prakash Yaduvendu. Mr. Prakash Yaduvendu. হাততালি কোথায়? কি সকাল সকাল একটু হাততালি তো চাই। To Professor Bashov Choudhury. একটু জোরে হাততালি স্যারের জন্য। Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would like to call upon stage Mr. Shaunak Ray. And he would be felicitating Mr. P.K. Agarwal. Okay, so Mr. P.K. Agarwal isn't there. So Arvind sir is receiving the felicitation on his behalf. Thank you so much, sir. Very considerate. Next, I would like to call upon stage Madam Rini Bose. Madam Rini Bose. And he would be felicitating out to Dr. Sharmila Sahu. Next, I would be, thank you ma'am, thank you both of you, thank you so much. Next, I would be inviting on stage Mr. Anirban Das Gupta. And he would be felicitating away to Engineer Rahul Goel. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would be inviting on stage Mr. Shama Mishra. And he would be felicitating away to Engineer Shatoki Shorkar. Big round of applauses shouldn't be stopping. Next, I would be inviting on stage Mr. Abhishek Singh. And he would be felicitating away Engineer Shubhajit Bose. Thank you to both of you. Next, I would invite on stage Probik Banerjee, Mr. Probik Banerjee, and he would be felicitating away Engineer Pradeep Jha. Engineer Pradeep Jha. Once again, a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen out there. Thank you very much to both of you. Next, I would invite on stage Mr. Shomodeep Datta, and he would be felicitating away to Mr. Avinash Mishra. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would invite on stage Mr. Bishal Chaudhary, and he would be felicitating away to Mr. Hemant Jain. One big round of applause. Next, Madam Rini Bose. I would invite you on stage. And then I would ask for the person who would be felicitated. And she is Mrs. Sonia Goel. A big round of applause for her. Next, I would invite on stage Mr. Anish Kumar Ray. A big round of applause for Mr. Anish Kumar Ray. And he would be felicitating away to Mr. Samrat Sengupta. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That was the end of the felicitation procedure. Thank you so much for being so much enthusiastic. And right now we would proceed the event forward. And next, I would like to invite to the stage Engineer Shubhajit Bose, Vice President and Zonal Head, Technical East A Zone, Ultratech Cement, with over 27 years of rich experience in creative techno marketing across the cement and construction industry. He has contributed extensively across various parts of eastern India. He has completed his advanced management program from London Business School. He is an executive committee member of the ICI Kolkata Center and a proud recipient of the prestigious Aditya Birla Award, exceptional contribution to the business. Thank you so much, sir, for being over here for us. A big, big round of applause for him. Thank you so much, sir.
So, good morning, everyone. Very good morning to you. I am truly delighted to welcome you all in this zonal finale of India Next Stimulus 2026, specially organized for the bright and energetic engineering students gathered here. So, warm welcome, students. At the outset, I would like to thank Heritage Institute of Technology, CEO Mr. P.K. Agarwal, Principal Professor Bashav Choudhury, HOD Civil Dr. Sharmila Sahu, and Assistant Professor Mrs. Pooja Bosu Choudhury for their relentless support in organizing this program. Special thanks to our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Saroj Mondal. He will be speaking on a highly relevant topic, IS 456 draft, a critical review. I also extend my gratitude to all the dignitaries present here, our Ultratech Knights member, technocrat fraternity, academicians, faculty members, quiz master, and everyone who has contributed to making this event possible. I would like to sincere thanks to our National Technical Head, Engineer Rahul Goel, for his kind presence and encouragement. I extend my gratitude to Mr. Satyaki Sarkar, Dean of Ultratech Technical Academy, an integral part of our learning and development platform, to Mr. Pradeep Jha, Zonal Technical Head, East B, for being with us today. Ultratech has always encouraged knowledge sharing across the country through various initiatives like Ultratech India Next webinars, lecture series, technical seminars on diverse topics like cement, concrete technology, construction practice, green building, sustainability, etc. Stimulus is the new addition to this effort to inspire and stimulate the young minds among the future civil engineering students across the country. As Professor Bashav Choudhury rightly said, a quiz is not merely a test of knowledge. Rather, it is an opportunity to think beyond the textbook, think beyond the classroom, connect ideas, challenge the assumption, and discover new things. After all, engineering is not only the machines and formulas, but also the innovation, curiosity, and the problem solving approach and mindset. So today we can to look forward a very interesting uh, event and challenging event with challenging questions, quick thinkings, and most importantly, the full of spirit of the sportsmanship. And I may all the students, all the participants, I encourage them to stay focused, stay confident, and importantly, enjoy the experience. May your knowledge be sharp, your baza be quick, and your response even quicker. So wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Well, next I would like to call upon. Well, next I would like to call upon Avinash Mishra, Mr. Avinash Mishra, Force for Good present, Force for Good. Let's keep the energy going at Ultratech. We believe in building more than just infrastructure. We build community, future, and possibilities. Let's now watch a short but powerful audio visual on how we strive to be the force for good in everything we do. Let's play the AV. Thank you, sir, for being here.
I am the future that was born 100 years ago. I am the purpose that emerged with India's independence to be a force for business that makes doing good our business. Towards an independence where knowledge sets us free. To think big and achieve bigger. To take India to the world and the world to India. Creating pathways of self-reliance. To stand for progress, the planet and the people. Towards a future made perfect. And be a force creating abundance. Because independence is not a moment in history. It's a never-ending path to prosperity. Aditya Birla Group, a force for good.
Good morning, and thank you all for joining these sessions. I would like to thank the faculty, the institutions, the organizers, the managers, the managements for keeping our request and for attending this auspicious moment. To be honest, I was not prepared to address the crowd. I would rather thank Anirban for giving me the opportunity to say something. And whatever I say, it's extempo. Honestly speaking, I was not at all prepared. I feel it's really very exciting to me because I left the college, my education in 1993. And almost after 34 years, again, I'm into a educational institution, into the campus. 2017, I got an opportunity from Ultratech to complete my management from XLRI, then 2022 from ISB. For why I say this, for last 6 years, I've never been to any college and never institutions. And I personally feel excited to meet the young engineers and all the senior professors, faculties present over here. It's being said, if you want to learn and grow, then spend some time with the kids, with young generations who are in the age group of 22 to 24, and meet some senior citizens. And today I find most of the members, the crowd, are in the age group of 20 to 24 years. I can correlate whatever I'm saying. I will not take much of your time, rather would like to conclude my deliberations, my feelings through a very small story which is very close to my heart, and I feel this is very relevant to today's time and occasions. It's a story said by Mr. Saif Khera in his book, You Can Win. I read this book almost 25 years back, and this is the first story in his book wherein he has said, the story goes like this, that there were two woodcutters in a forest, and they used to cut the woods. And there was a manager assigned to them to evaluate their performance, right? So one was a very young, like you, of 24 years of experience. I'm 24 years, having 1 or 2 years of experience. And there was another woodcutter who was around 40 years with having an experience of 15 to 17 years. They used to go to the forest every day morning to cut wood, but it was found that the young woodcutter, who is around 22 years, is cutting more number of trees than the person who is around 40 years. And the young guy, who was just 22 years, got the elevations, got the promotion. The other person, who was 40 years, felt disappointed, and he went to meet the HR head, like Sonia Goyal from our company is here. He said, I have been working in the organization for last 17, 18 years. I am dedicated. I am committed. I come to the forest every day morning. I give my best. But still, why didn't you consider me for the elevation? And the person who is very young got the jump in the organizations. Then the manager said, in our organizations, we evaluate people based on their performance because our organization is a result-driven organization. Then the person said, what shall I do? What do I do? The manager said, go and meet the young engineer who is just 22 years and what makes him more efficient at workplace. The old person went to the young engineer, young guy, woodcutter, and asked him, what do you do? The young person very politely asked, how often do you sharpen your axe? Every day morning, before cutting a tree, I sharpen my axe first. That brings me better results and efficiency. Similarly, in our life, if you want to grow and prosper in our personal or professional life in future, we need to sharpen our axe. We need to sharpen our knowledge. We need to sharpen our skills. And today, the entire event is a process or a part to enhance our skills and sharpen our knowledge. So my dear friends, the young engineers, the young civil engineers who do not make the bridges, you bridge the gap between rural and urban. You are not going to make roads, you are going to bring the connect the lifeline of the country. You are the future generations. You are going to bring the development in our GDP, our economy. Your contributions is very vital, provided all of you sharpen your skills and knowledge. Sharpening your skills and knowledge are not limited only to engineering, not limited to technology. As I was hearing to the very beginning in the very conversations, it is sharpening should not be limited only to your learnings, engineering, technology. Sharpening in your behavior, a positive behavior, a mindset, a positive mindset. Sharpening in your approach. You should be compassionate. You should be empathetic when you join organizations. You should be futuristic. Sharpenings in your functional and behavioral skills. These are all very important to grow in organizations, also in the personal and professional lives. And I say this from my experience of almost 34 years in the corporate industries and in the organizations for last 30 years. This is the only thing that I can say and I can conclude. And once again, I would like to thank the institution, the college, my organizations, the employees, the senior leaderships, all the engineers, all the participants who are going to make this event memorable and eventful. Thank you all.
Sir, I would request you to wait on stage. Avinash Mishra, sir. We are here for a lucky draw. So we would invite the lucky draw box on the stage. And I would request Mr. Avinash Mishra to proceed with the lucky draw.
How many draws I have to make?
So it's one, lucky draw one. So let's see who is the lucky one.
129.
Okay, we got the number.
129. Is not there.
Okay.
So I should go for another word.
You are the one? Okay. Sir is announcing the number. You are the one? Let's see. Api? You are the one, sir?
129.
You are the one, then.
Oh.
Yes, 129. Okay. Please, quickly on the stage. A big round of applause for him. He's the winner of the first lucky draw. Big round of applause for this first and amazing lucky draw in this amazing morning. A quick and a great start. Thank you so much to Avinash Mishra, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was truly inspiring. Thank you to the team for that meaningful reminder of our core purpose. Now I have privilege in inviting Mr. Engineer Rahul Goel, National Head Technical at Ultratech Cement, who has been the guiding force behind the Pan-India Quiz competition initiatives. He has 32 plus years of experience in constructions and sales and marketing, business development, technical service, key accountant, management across the cement industry. He is MBA gold medalist, chairman India Concrete Institute, Ghaziabad. A big round of applause for him.
Good morning. Thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful introduction. And welcome to Stimulus East Zone Finale 2026. We have dignitaries, principal, sir, HOD ma'am, other dignitaries from this beautiful institute, my colleagues, my senior colleagues, speaker of the day, and students. Once again, welcome to Stimulus 2026. Let me tell you that we started this journey in the month of April, and then there were several round of qualification, elimination to this quiz. And then post that we conducted this kind of event in 4 cluster. Currently we have covered it, we started from south, then to west, then north, and 2 days before in central, and this would be our concluding zonal finale round. And the students, those who will get qualified, one student out of 6 will be there for the national finale, which would be organized on 16th of September at Hyderabad, Mallar University at Hyderabad, where we are inviting around 1,000 students, technocrats from academia and others. So definitely it is going to be very, very interesting. Let me tell you that for us, all 6 students which are there for today's zonal finale are the winners, because coming to this place is not an easy job, as we had 1,000, from 1,000 colleges, more than 10,000 students, they participated, and securing position out of 10,000 to this level is not an easy job. So big kudos to these East Zone finalists. Round of applause for them. Let me tell you, this stimulus has started about 20 years back, and it was confined to South Zone, and it was being done in South Zone. Then we could find that lot of value it is generating for our students. So then last year we replicated it pan India, and response was overwhelming. Again, last year also we got around 9,000 plus registration. And that's this year, as I mentioned, 10,000 plus registration, and next year we are anticipating more than 15,000, as the people are getting to know about it, and many colleges have approached us that last time we missed it, and now we want to participate it. So that way it is going bigger and bigger, and depending upon the participation, we can currently we have 5 zonal finale, maybe we can have more. So that is one. Another is about Ultratech, as you must have seen that everywhere it is written that Ultratech is the engineer's choice. So engineers, when we talk about engineers, it is not engineers per se. Engineers means for us, mason is engineer, contractor is engineer, even an architect is a engineer, and of course, budding engineers are also engineers. So we are always looking at the opportunity, how we can collaborate with the institutions, universities, and how we can have similar shared kind of vision, wherein we can contribute to your growth and can provide you opportunities. So as you must have seen the video, that we are part of Aditya Birla Group, which is not only in India but globally presence is there, 6 continents, more than 42 countries, 1,75,000 employees from more than 40 nationalities. And we are the leaders in aluminum rolling. The cane which you use for Coca-Cola or Pepsi or any other drink, it has got Aditya Birla Group aluminum. And recently, about 4 5 years back, we took over, this Novalis, which was the world's largest aluminum rolling company, and that is how it led to Aditya Birla Group as the world's largest aluminum rolling company. And we are also amongst the top carbon black manufacturing company, and this carbon black is majorly used for manufacturing of tires. So whatever company, brand, car you are owning, or maybe two-wheeler, it may be having Aditya Birla Carbon. Also the cloth which you may be wearing, maybe of any brand, the fiber that is being used is, we are the world's second largest fiber manufacturing company, and almost every alternative shirt or fabric has got our fibers into it. If I talk about cement, so cement, we are the largest manufacturer in the world with a capacity of 200 million tons per annum as of now. And the meaning of 200, many of especially students may not be understanding how big it is. So let me tell you that entire US cement manufacturing capacity is 125 million tons. So we have crossed that. And entire Europe, the cement production capacity is 175 million ton. We have also crossed that. And we are growing very rapidly. And we have a target that by end of financial year 2028, we will be 240 million tons. I have talked about how big it is in terms of cement manufacturing capacity. But at the same time, if we talk about per capita consumption of cement, India is around 324 kg as of now, whereas world average is 650 kgs per annum. So we are way behind almost half of world's average. But if we talk about developing countries like China, the way they are growing, their per capita consumption is more than 1250. So long way to go. And why I'm telling you all these things is basically we are also providing a lot of opportunities for civil engineers. In our cement marketing, we have a dedicated wing, technical services. Then we have other verticals like ready-mix concrete. We are the India's largest ready-mix concrete manufacturing company with more than 500 plants. And every alternate day, we are setting up a new plant. Then we are the largest Birla White and Putty manufacturing company in India. And also we are into other verticals like construction chemicals, building product division is there. There we are providing lot of waterproofing solutions, I would say modern construction materials like tile adhesive, plasters, grouts, and so on and so forth. So lot of solutions which are providing other than the cement. And if we talk about the leadership which we have in Ultratech and Aditya Birla Group, as you must be knowing that Ms. Ananya Birla, they have taken over now very recently and they are the part of directors. And then Aryaman Birla, who used to play cricket for India in Ranji and some of the T20 matches. Now he has also become a director and they are now bringing lot of new energies. So somebody was talking about the new generation, how they can change the landscape of the industry. And the same thing is happening. You must have heard about RCB, which was bought by Ultratech in 16,500 crores. And recently there was a big acquisition of renewable energy with the investment of around 18,000 crores. So this kind of bold bet is possible only with the new generation, those who understand the business well, those who want to take risk and they want to have an aspiration to grow. So my best wishes to all the finalists, and I would request all of you to please support these students and enjoy the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. With the proceeding, I would like to tell all of you that we are welcoming MNR sir, and we would be watching his video right now at the AV. So let's watch the video of MNR sir.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Ultratech Cement, I warmly welcome all the participants, faculty members, mentors, and distinguished guests to the Stimulus 2026 Zonal Finals. First of all, congratulations to each of the finalists present here. From the thousands of students who began this journey, you have emerged as the best in your zone through your hard work, knowledge, and determination. Reaching this stage is an achievement you should be proud of. At Ultratech, we believe that engineers are the foundation of India's future. Though Ultratech Stimulus, our objective is not just to conduct competition, but to encourage learning, innovation, connections between academia and industry. India is witnessing rapid infrastructure growth, creating tremendous opportunities for civil engineers. The roads, the metros, the airports, the smart cities, and the sustainable infrastructure of tomorrow will be designed and built by talented professionals like you. As today's competition begins, remember that while only one participant will be crowned to the zonal winner, success is much bigger than the trophy. It is all about knowledge you gain, the challenges you overcome, and the confidence you build throughout the journey. Recognizing your talent, Ultratech is pleased to offer all the zonal finalists an opportunity to participate in the pre-placement interview process, with Ultratech providing a pathway to explore your future career opportunities with us. I would like to thank the faculty members, mentors, parents, and institutions whose guidance and support have helped the student to reach this stage. On behalf of everyone at Ultratech Cement, I congratulate all the finalists, wish you all the best for the competition ahead. Compete with confidence, learn with humility, and dream big. Thank you and welcome to Ultratech Stimulus 2026 Zonal Final.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for a big round of applause. And now for the second round of Lucky Draw, I would like to call upon stage Madam Sonia Goel. A big round of applause for her. Let's see.
Okay.
This is Lucky Draw 2.
Have to call out the number. Okay, so the lucky coupon number is 007. James Bond.
007. Okay, it's definitely a Bond number.
Yeah.
007. You can raise your hand from the crowd. Okay, you're there. Okay, a big round of applause for him. Okay, excuse me, the winner. Please come on stage once. What's your name?
अंकित कुमार रंजन
And which year you are in? Which semester?
थर्ड ईयर
Okay, are you enjoying? अच्छा लग रहा है क्या मन लग से बंगाली बोलते हो हिंदी बोलते हो अच्छा कैसा लग रहा है अच्छा लग रहा है सोचा था कि आज सुबह सुबह जब बॉन्ड नंबर मिला तो कैसा लगा था
सोचना थोड़ी है जो मिला सो मिला हो गया
अच्छा लग रहा है ना?
एक नंबर.
Okay, thank you so much. That was amazing. Well, let's keep the spirit high. And we are privileged to have Professor Dr. Saroj Mandal is a professor of civil engineering at Jadavpur University, Kolkata, and former Dean Faculty of Engineering and Technology and Head of Civil Engineering Department. He served as Vice President, East India Concrete Institute from 2022 to 2024. His research focuses on high performance recycled aggregated fiber reinforced and geopolymer and bacterial concrete. A pioneer in bacterial concrete, he holds Indian and US patent and has published 75 research papers in reputed journal conference. Dr. Mondal has undertaken several consultancy projects for government and private organization and is associated with leading professional bodies including IEI, ICI, ICFRC, ISWE, and ISTE. He is also a member of BIS Technical Committee CED TC2, contributing to the development of national standard in civil engineering. He truly is well-read person and a champion, and let us welcome him. So with a big round of applause, I welcome him on stage. It can be louder, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's welcome him with a loud, loud round of applause. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. I am very happy to be present here for this quiz competitions of East Zone. Basically, it is a India Next stimulus among the students. I also thank Heritage Institute of Technology for giving this opportunity for this keynote address on a very important topic. Although we know that everybody IS 456, every civil engineer must know about this. So this code is going to revise very shortly. So I'm just giving an overview of this IS 456 2025, the draft versions. I have given a very, we are already late actually. It was started at 11, now already 1 hour late. So I try to confine basics changes has been given in IS 456 compared to the international standards of this IS 456 codes. Now, if we see that IS 456, basically it is a backbone of Indian. It is basically the backbone of any reinforced concrete design. And Another important thing that existing IS 456 2000, it is only 100 pages. But if our draft version is more than 400 pages, it includes the latest developments, different types of concretes that we will discuss later. So naturally, it has an impact in the design also. Even to teaching in your educational institute is also becoming very difficult nowadays. Construction industry also faces some problems because you have to consider so many criterias. And some of the clauses are almost similar to Indian Road Congress Code IRC 112/2020, which is already established. Now, if we come to the history of this IS code, it was first published in 1953, and then after 4 years, 1957, it has been revised. Then after again 7 years, 1964, it has been revised. And up to this, all this design of structures has been based on working stress method. That means in this method, we reduce the strength of the concrete and the steel with some factor. That is what is normally called the factor of safety. Just for concrete, we use 3, factor of safety is 3, and for the steel, we use factor of safety of 2. But in 1978, first time, working stress method and both limit state method has been introduced, and first time this limit state method has been introduced in the appendix, just to familiarize with the engineers. But then in 2000, that is after about 22 years, both limit state and working stress are there, working stress method are there, but this working stress method has been put in the appendix. So most of the design has been done in your limit state method. And now in the current version, that is your 5th revisions, 2025, it is fully based on limit state method. There is no clauses for working stress method. So all the design is to be now based on your limit state method. Now, if you see the name, the current code name is Plain and Reinforced Concrete Code of Practices, and the proposed code as name as Structural Concrete Code of Practices, and it has almost 12 chapters plus appendixes. Now, what is structural concrete? Basically, the structural concrete includes the plain concrete systems, it includes the reinforced concrete systems, pre-stressed concrete system, that is presently there is a separate code for pre-stressed concrete. So we have to goodbye this IS 1343. We have this pre-stressed concrete has been included into this code. Precast concrete system, that has been also, we can design only the systems or the elements. We can also design your steel concrete composite systems, and also it includes a special chapter on special concrete. There is a lot of development has been taking place in the special concrete. And what is this special concrete? We can discuss like this: a high performance concrete. If we want to choose any special criteria or performance criteria, then we have to select high performance concrete. Then steel fiber reinforced concrete, when toughness, ductility, energy absorption, or crack control related performance is needed, we have to choose this kind of concrete, that is the steel fiber reinforced concrete. For any repair, bonding, or reduced shrinkage is needed, then we have to use polymer modified concrete. Lightweight concrete, when the reducing the self weight is important, we have to use this lightweight concrete. Heavyweight concrete, select our concrete structures like any nuclear containment structures, we have to use the heavyweight concrete. Roller compacted concrete, that is a zero slump concrete, where we can use it for pavement and dam constructions. Then self-compacting concrete, that is where there is a lot of congestion of reinforcement and no compaction is needed, we can use this self-compacting concrete. Finally, there is a new development has been taking place on alkali activated concrete, that is almost we can say that zero carbon concrete or low carbon concrete, that is also included in this. But to designing or to use of this, you have to consider the spatial literature. Some guidelines has been given in this new code. Now, important mindset has been made in this code is from build strong concrete. It is changed to build concrete that lasts. That is, we have to go for a durable concrete, and the first time an introduction has been given on what is called your durability of the structure is to be fixed up based on your service life of the structures. So, if we come to this basis of design criteria, basically in our earlier code, we have only 3 criteria. I think most of the students know that. One is the strength, serviceability, this has been a design part, and the durability is also very much important. But this durability is very limited in our existing code, which is to be three important criteria: the strength, serviceability, and the durability, where more importance has been given for the new codes. And these 3 is to be done for all structures. Along with this, for any important structures or special structures, you have to also take this other limits stated, that is the 4, 5, and 6. One is robustness. It is basically is needed for any fire or any accidental loads or due to the impact. If any of the member is failed, then it can sustain for a time so that we can repair these structures. That is what is called your robustness. And integrity, that is to be whole structure should be tied together. And the lastly, the very important part has been considered is the restorability. That is, you have to, in the design stage or during the construction stage, you have to fix how we have to restore if there is any kind of deterioration has been taken place, so that it can be easily restored the structures. That is required for your some special and selected structures. So, what we can say in these cases, that durability has been, special emphasis has been given on durability, that is service life based design. In this first time, you have checked that for a particular structures, we can fix the lifespan, and accordingly you can design your structures. Accordingly, you have to fix up your grade of concrete, fix up your type of cement, fix up your water cement ratio, everything you have to fix to check your service life of the structures. There is a detailed information has been given on fire resistance of the structures, and also lot of emphasis has been given on quality control and quality assurance. If we come to this material parts, that is the concrete, presently it is up to M10 to M60, but in the new code it has been up to M100 at 28 days. And code has also mentioned that for 10 to 20 we can go for ordinary concrete, we call it as ordinary concrete. We can use with or without chemical admixtures, and we can design this concrete either as a nominal mix design or concrete mix, normal design mix. Now, for M25 to 60 we call it as a standard, and M60 to 100 it is called a high strength concrete, and both these cases you have to go for a design mix with chemical admixtures, also the mineral admixtures. Now, regarding the aggregates, codes also allow nowadays that instead of your natural aggregate, we can also use some waste aggregate, that is iron slag, copper slag, bottom ash. Even you can use the recycled concrete aggregate, that is the construction and demolition waste, and also the recycled aggregate. There is a difference between the recycled concrete aggregates, that is only the concrete part of the old building, and the recycled aggregate, which is the other than concrete, we can also use for these purposes. Code also allow that lightweight aggregate, that is sinter fly ash. There is some clauses has been given for this use of sinter fly ash aggregate, and also the heavyweight aggregate can be also used. Now, in terms of a cement, both for plain concrete or reinforced concrete or pre-stressed concrete, we can use ordinary Portland cement, Portland slag cements, that is OPC plus slag we have to add in these cases. Portland pozzolana cement, fly ash based, Portland pozzolana cement, calcinated clay base, and even the latest composite cement has been also included in this IS 456 code's latest versions. Code has also allowed to use mineral admixtures and the chemical admixtures. Mineral admixture is nothing but your solid, which is added in either in the blended form or separately added. And normally we use the fly ash, slag. There are other also have been considered in these cases, and also the chemical admixtures, which is liquid and added with water during mixing. In terms of your mineral admixtures, code has allowed the fly ash, silica fume, metakaolin GGBFS, which is already there actually. In fact, ultrafine fly ash and ultrafine GGBF has been also included in the current code, which was not there in the earlier codes. Similarly, for chemical admixtures, there are the different type of chemical admixtures code has allowed. That is air entraining admixture, retarding admixtures, accelerating admixture, water reducing admixtures, HRW, that is super plasticizers, shrinkage reducing admixtures, corrosion inhibiting, permeability reducing, which is called your PRAN and PRA, that is the permeability reducing admixture for non-hydrostatic, and permeability reducing admixture hydrostatic. So all these kind of admixtures you can apply in your concrete in the as per the latest code. In fact, there is no change in the water quality. What was there already is there. The same is to be used both for mixing and also for curing. Now come to the concrete mix. Code has given a table which is already there. In fact, IS code, that is up to M20 we can use this nominal mix, but if it is more than M20 we have to go for your design mix. Regarding the steel reinforcement, code allowed to use up to Fe 550 grade bars, and it should be free from loose mill scales, loose rust, coats of paints, oil, mud or any other substances, which is a standard. Sandblasting is recommended to clean the reinforcements, and no welding of reinforcement bars is allowed. Now come to the limit set of strength, that is to basically it is you have to design the structures against flexures, against shear force and against torsions like this. If we come to the flexures part, you have to calculate the limiting moment capacity, which should be more than your factor moment load which is normally applied. Now there is a major changes in your design part is this. In your old versions, if we see these things, in your old versions, the stress strain diagram of concrete has been fixed, whether the grade is 20, 25, 30, 40 like that. But in the latest code, the stress strain diagram has been changed depending upon your grade of concrete. The changes I have shown here, this is your old one. This is your basically it is up to almost point triple not 0.002 this point, and then it is the final is 0.0035. So this is the fixed, and this only thing FCK is changes, but the shape, that is the rectangular to your parabolic to rectangular part is fixed for all grade of concrete. But in your new code, you can see that if it is a M20, this is up to parabola and then it is the fixed. This is the parabola, and then when the grade of concrete is increased to M20, this your maximum strain value has been reduced to in fact this, that is 0.00352 changes to 0.0024. So that is the major change in your designing part. In the strain diagram also there is a changes as you are now using your mostly the TMT bars. So it has been, we got a definite yield point. So it has assumed that this diagram will be like this. Now one of the major important thing is that to calculate the moment capacity or the limiting moment, basically you have to use your these strain values. This strain is a fixed, strain in steel is fixed, and for that you have to calculate what is the strain in concrete, and accordingly you have to choose your diagram. This diagram will vary depending upon this. So there is a major changes here. Earlier cases we directly calculate mu by BD square, but in this case it is not possible. It is an iterative process we have to follow. That is, I am giving just an example. Your FCK Fy is given, dimensions of the given and amount of steel and the percentage is given, which is not a balance. Always you have to provide the less than balance conditions. So what you have to first choose, that you have to choose a x as x is equal to balance conditions. Then you have to apply your horizontal equilibrium, and finally after 2 or 3 iterations you have to calculate the x, and after getting this x you have to next find out your mu limiting, that is the limiting moment for this, and cannot be done just simply mu by BD square. You have to either use some Excel sheet or you have to need some program in these cases. So, again shear force, the formulations are exactly the same. You have to calculate the tau BD, tau C, that is the developed shear stress, and the tau C max and tau C, that is again is the PT, you have to check. But here we can show you that the tau C max value and tau C against PT has been revised in these cases. If we see that the figures, that is the tau C max has been given. So, in your new code, if we see this IS 456 2025, initially the value has been reduced for this grade like this, but after around 40 the value has been still becoming higher. So, but in the earlier code this values has been almost same, but that is the changes has been given. So, if we have a very low grade concrete, you have to provide more shear reinforcement, but if it is a high grade concrete we can get some benefit in these cases. Similarly, in case of your percentage of steel changing with percentage of steel for the different grade of concrete, we can show you here that with the grade of concrete the values will be the changes. Even with the depth of the member, the values also changes. Earlier there is no such coefficients was there. So, here the depth, if it is less than 400 it is constant, depth is 500 it is values is changes, 600, 700, 800, all these values is to be calculated separately. Now, another important part is that limit set of serviceability. Basically we check the deflection. So, here we can see that the E value of the concrete has been changed. So, E of the concrete as per earlier code it was 5000 root over FCK, and in the new code it has taken 10,000 FCK root over 2000 to the power 0.3. So, you can see that how this changes. So, for a high strength concrete E value is changes in these cases. Next come the most important part is your limit state of durability. That is basically it is based on the nominal cover requirement. So, you know that if we have a proper cover in your concrete, we can get a very good service life. Now, in the earlier cases there is only 3 or 4 exposure classes: mild, moderate, severe and very severe, and it covers all type of deteriorations. But in that only there is old codes, there is a limit of water cement ratio and the cementitious content, that is given the durability concept. But in the new code it is tied with design service life. So, code has given some values for service life for the different type of structure, and the client can want that I want a more service life, he can choose accordingly. So, this is what is given in your service life here. For the normal structures we can assume 50 years is the service life, but if we think I want a more service life, you can choose accordingly. Now, as per new code, so IS there is no quantitative service life concept, service life calculations from nominal cover, and now calculation of nominal cover from service life depending upon so many parameters. Basically as per the current code it considered the carbonation effect and the chloride ingress effect. These two effects has been quantified to calculate your service lives. Now, again there in fact the 4 criteria has been given for the choosing the nominal cover of the concrete. First is your strength criteria. Code has given already that it should not be less than 1.5 times your dB. From the bond criteria, code has given a codal provisions. From prior criteria also, there are some nominal cover has been given depending upon your type of the duration of the fire. And lastly, the durability criteria, it needs some calculations. Other three you can directly get from the code, but for the durability criteria, you need some calculations. Just like your fire resistance, the cover values has been given depending upon the fire resistance rating, that is the duration of fire. Now, come to this minimum dimensions of the member, it is also very much important based on your durability consideration. Just like I can say that slab has a minimum thickness has to be given 125 mm, beam minimum size is 250 by 300, column 300 mm. This is the minimum value, but code also gives some relaxations for some of the low story building where the spans are less and the story height are less. We can use the slab thickness is 115,